Live for Cavemen News. This is Pepito and a Roadrunner. Welcome. He's back. He's not gone again this week. We have the return. He's here to fight the board with his big ass sword. He is here to delight the viewers and deliver joy and pleasure. He's with us again. He's our national treasure. This man is Pepito.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to ask you, Pepito, how are you?
So good.
Excellent. I'm glad that you said that. It is refreshing every time. And that's a great way to start things off because we're here to deliver to the people. This is to the depths of France and to the peaks of Nicaragua. This is Cavemen News episode 33, CHAUTAUQUA. Miraculous. I should be doing, this is what I meant to do. There, get some bright lights. I love your new lighting setup. This is miraculous.
Fun stuff.
Absolutely. I've been telling you, we got a big sip in the chat. So we are starting things off right. Pepito has truly returned to the stream. We were talking just before that there are many things that we used to do on this show that we don't do anymore. And one thing I keep forgetting to acknowledge is we are your dream team and the Lords of the Stream. And let's just admit it. That's who we are. Let's get things started. I did an interview. Do you remember that we've called Sean Norris a few times?
Yes, absolutely. Mr.
Well,
Norris.
and
Norris.
he never answers, correct?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, I did give him a call the other day and he did answer. Would you like to hear my interview with Sean Norris
I'd love
on Cavemen
it.
News?
I've been waiting.
All right. Well, then let's do it.
Scoop.
What is going on? Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Chawn, what type of yard work you doing?
Getting some like gravel and different areas back into where it needs to be. These dogs come around and like tear it all up. So, well, actually, there is like 2 or 3 dogs that run around this neighborhood and like terrorize people. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for leaving a voice, or I had to leave a voicemail, I guess, but it worked. Yeah. Well, actually, there is like, I'm just hard to reach sometimes, man. I apologize. I try to
Damn.
get like some extra capital, yeah.
Yeah, dude, capital. That's where it's at.
The capital M.
Do you think that capital M means money?
Kinda, yeah. I've jammed a couple times. Do you know Wade?
Shaner?
Yeah, yeah, Wade, yeah.
Damn.
I've jammed with like a couple punk rock bands here in town.
Oh fuck yeah! Who are the good punk rock bands?
Yeah, there's none here.
Damn.
I've jammed with like a couple punk rock bands here in town. Yeah, there's none here.
Where's Squiz?
Oh, no, so there's this guy I met, and he was, he's pretty good, and he likes a bunch of the thrash and hardcore bands that I like, and so I went over to his house, and he said he had a jam area ready and everything like that, but like nothing was set up, and there was nothing there, so I don't know if he was just like trying to be cool, or that was another guy. Okay, so Squid, he knows like a bunch of like these underground punk rock guys that are just huge. We were gonna start like a super badass like post-hardcore band, like I wanted to. And the guy was just he's so burnt out, and yeah, there's none here.
But usually it's 10:30 New Mexico time on Sunday nights.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, I'll definitely make myself available if you guys do it this weekend. A good way to get me to get me on board is get a hold of me before, like with a text message or something.
Right.
Or
Like
leave me a
on this
voicemail,
call?
and then just be like, hey, we're gonna do it at this time. Hey, be ready or whatever. And then what I'll do is I'll give you a text message reply letting you know, hey, I can do it or I can't. You know.
It was good talking to you. I'm gonna hit you up Sunday.
Okay, hit me up, bro.
All right, later.
A good way to get me to get me on board is get a hold of me before, like with a text message or something. Or
Right.
leave me a voicemail, and then just be like, hey, we're gonna do it at this time. Hey, be ready or whatever. And then what I'll do is I'll give you a text message reply letting you know, hey, I can do it or I can't. You know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Well,
Exclusive interview
he
with
means
Chawn.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Should we call him right now? He said, I mean, you
Yeah.
heard him there. He said, just let him know when. But I did let him know when.
Made it sound
So
like a drug deal.
he did.
Like, call me text me, and then I'll
Yeah. Well, I forgot to
tap twice.
let him know that the call is coming, but
And remember, you're worth it and you deserve love and kindness.
yes, absolutely. Remember, you are worth it and you deserve love and kindness. Let's call him. Let's get a live interview. And remember, he won't be able to hear you.
Damn.
So anything you have to say to him, just say it and I'll repeat what you say.
Got it. I'm sure I have a lot.
You always do. You're very talkative.
Chawn.
All right. Remember when we called him and left a voicemail where you told me what to say and I just repeated you?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. It seems forgotten.
Yeah. I forgot entirely what you told me to say, but I repeated you.
Please leave your message for
Sean Norris, property manager and president CEO of Trovia Research and Development, and part of the Desert Lab.
Yo, this is Cavemen News. Pepito wanted to talk to you. Pepito, do you have anything to say?
Hey there.
He says, hey there.
How's it going?
How's it going?
You never answered,
You never answer,
and it hurts
and it hurts.
deep,
That's Pepito saying that. Hang on. It hurts what?
deep inside. It makes me cry.
Deep inside, and it makes him cry. Well, we were hoping that you would answer. We can only assume you're out battling dogs or petting them or property managing.
Meeting me squizzes.
Yeah, exactly. Dealing with the squiz situations. We'll be calling you back probably exactly a week from now, so answer then.
Try to be there more.
Okay. That's a bummer. I thought he was going to answer this time.
Me too.
I had faith. Okay. Trying new things out here. So, okay, we called Sean. All right. I have one other thing. I would like to introduce something here, and we have not really taken advantage of a big thing here. Used to be our angry camera where I would get angry about things. So here's a segment that is entirely full of, this is a topic that really gets under my skin. And Pepito, I want to ask you, have you ever heard of the Carlsbad Tavern?
No. Where
What
is
was
that? Oh, that was
that
me.
you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Carlsbad Tavern.
You've never heard of the Carlsbad Tavern?
Sounds familiar. Never been, I don't think. Cactus Land?
Okay. What's up?
Is it the bar?
No.
Oh.
Let me introduce you to the Cactus Tavern
Eh.
in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh.
This is the... Give it a second to...
What?
Oh, there we go. There are the bats. This is a Carlsbad themed restaurant.
What?
Now they want me to sign up for their newsletter?
You haven't?
Absolutamente no.
You already have not signed up?
What? No.
Ugh,
Last time when I clicked on it, just because I wanted to see the bats,
wow.
the pop-up thing said, "Click here to book a reservation." And no,
Whoa.
I'm not. I think this is trying to make our culture their costume,
And profit.
and I applause to them for picking a great city to theme their restaurant after, because
Brilliant.
as the world knows, Arizona could never do what New
Anything.
Mexico does.
No.
Anything really.
Nothing.
I mean, it's it's awful. They can't touch us. But I want to take a look at their menu. That's why I have the website pulled up here.
What is this?
It's the Carlsbad Tavern.
I have to go.
Carlsbad tacos.
Wow.
Soft tacos served with pico de gallo, cheese, and guacamole. Choice of 2 Gold Canyon Angus filet mignon, 2 shrimp, or 2 chicken. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. Spicy crab cakes. Does that speak Carlsbad to you? When's the last time you had a crab cake here in Carlsbad, New Mexico?
A hermit crab?
Have you though?
No.
No,
It's not
you haven't.
regional.
Because it's not traditional New Mexico. Skillet nachos. There was one here that I really was annoyed by.
The prices aren't so bad.
For a filet salad, $16 for a filet salad.
It's
I
got
mean,
steak.
you are the
It had
food
steak.
expert. I am admittedly very ignorant when it comes to food, but I would not. One, I'm not eating a salad. 2, I'm not paying $16 for a salad.
Flume crab?
Wait, where's flume crab?
It's like chorizo.
Oh, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
have this pulled up so I can't see the chat right now.
Ugh, you're missing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into the chat here, but I have this on top of the chat. There was something that I really wanted to point out.
Man, this place is try hard.
Yeah, it's just look at this. Here we go.
What?
Not even calling it the Pecos River chicken.
Ugh.
That is this place is.
You have to get the owner and interview him.
We got to get the owner of the Carlsbad Tavern in Scottsdale, Arizona, onto Cavemen News. Carlsbad's the #1 news source, and make him apologize because
Fuck.
that is disgusting.
That made me weird. Feel weird.
So that is, as I say, a new segment here on Caveman News, and that is the first entry into the Boozoo for bozos.
I had hopes at first. The entrance looked cool. At the bat.
Okay, the best. I will do one compliment for the Carlsbad Tavern. I like clicking on their webpage and watching the bats fly out.
Yeah, that
That's fun. But other than that, I am out on the Carlsbad Tavern.
Weird.
Are you ready to talk some Chautauqua?
Chautauqua. Yes.
All right, let me scroll here. Okay. Can you define Chautauqua?
It's like 2 bags tied together.
What?
Or it's like the shape of the lake Chautauqua. And in native. Oh, never mind. You tell me.
No, that's the city Chautauqua. I'm talking about the institution, the American art form of Chautauqua.
But didn't it originate there?
Yeah, but I ain't talking about where is it? Like someplace somewhere on the East Coast?
New York.
Yeah, something like that, like upstate New York. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that. I'm here to talk about New Mexico. And Chautauqua had a great history here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, but I thought it would be advantageous to begin by discussing what the Chautauqua is. And for viewers, longtime viewers of the show, you may know that oftentimes I bring up newspaper clippings and my eyes are not strong enough to read them. So we got the mystery producer
Yes.
to read along so that you can hear what is written here.
The characters are people or scholars who have researched the chosen character. Through the persona, characters presented come to life in scripts. As the character comes to life, the audience is encouraged to participate by asking questions. A moderator will introduce the character, setting the time and place. The actor portrays the character through script and remains in character to answer questions. The actor then steps into the researcher to answer more questions. Nil again said.
All right, asked and answered. Now you know what the Chautauqua is.
And she sounds different than I remember.
No, that wasn't producer Nico. That
Oh.
was a different mystery producer, the masked producer, if
Pinwheel.
you will. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, that was a different one, and I don't know. Soy Teresa here in the chat says nobody asked me to read this week. Chopped liver.
What? I'm not.
And Soy Teresa also says, "Oh, didn't know I was co-producing. I quit." Well, that's strange because, as far as I know, Soy Teresa is a chat troll that always criticizes us in the chat room on Caveman News, and it's kind of the polar opposite of producer Nico, who is very helpful and has kind of helped form this show. So I don't know. That's my opinion.
I messed up.
You did?
No.
Oh.
Move on.
I thought you said you messed up.
I thought I did.
You didn't mess up. Everything's good. So that kind of lays out what the Chautauqua is. It's these. One of the features of the Chautauqua is the person, the actor who inhabits the historical figure, and Soy Teresa says, "You done no wrong, Pepito. You Gucci." And I agree. You are excelling. As always, it's swelling to watch you excelling. I think that made sense. I don't think swelling is a verb, but hey, it rhymed. And if there's one thing I love on this show, it's rhyming. So, yes, the Chautauqua features these actors who portray these historical figures and give talks and inhabit the person, and it was kind of a early turn of the century, around late 1800s, early 1900s. It was a way for people to come out and learn about things. This is pre-TV, pre-movies, things like that. It was a great form of entertainment.
And every town.
And it's not just me that thinks that. Here we go. This is an article. This is from 1923. President Harding has but followed in the footsteps of two former presidents in his valuation of the Chautauqua and its relation to American life. Theodore Roosevelt said, "The Chautauqua is the most American thing in America." During the war, President Wilson called the Chautauqua an integral part of the national defense. Now, that is bold.
Yeah. We can
I
fight.
feel like we're a weaker country these days because we're not doing Chautauquas.
Are not Chautauqua
And in
enough.
fact, this is a topic, the Chautauqua, that I didn't know much about, and now I know absolutely everything there is to know. But producer Nico's father was actually a Chautauqua man, and he would
Oh, yeah.
inhabit and portray the character, well, the real life person, Jim White,
Wow.
who found the Carlsbad Caverns. I'm not going to say he was the original founder because people knew about that shit, but he was one of the he did popularize it and bring it to Western culture. So we have as a part of the Caveman News team some heritage in the Chautauqua. And to kind of get into what the Chautauqua means to Carlsbad, I have one more little article and a voiceover by our mystery producer. I said mystery producer.
The Texas Chautauqua Association has contracted with the officers of the Presbyterian Church of Carlsbad to run their regular Chautauqua course of high-grade entertainment here about the first week of September. To say that the town is very fortunate in securing this course of entertainment is putting the matter mildly. Many have felt the need of such moral and educational entertainment and have thought that they were too far removed from the center of civilization for such things. But not so. Carlsbad has as cultured and as literary a population in the main as you can find in much larger towns, and we are sure that our citizens will fully appreciate and most liberally patronize these entertainments, so that not only will this, the first Chautauqua season, be a success, but that the Carlsbad Chautauqua will be a regular event of the future.
Damn, 1907. So, yeah, see, even then, our little town of Carlsbad here was a beacon of, what did he say? Intellectual. Okay, I need to re-see that.
Chautauqua Association.
No, not that. I don't need to hear it again. I'm gonna do this, and where do we got? Okay. Now that's big text mode. That our citizens. What you said?
As culture and as literary.
Oh yes, that's the line I was looking for. I could not see it, but yes, we have always been a very cultured and what is it? Did it say liberal minded?
Literary.
Oh, literal minded.
No,
Okay.
no,
There we go.
literary.
Huh? Literary minded.
Literary.
Golly. I can't. I only read that one time and then I passed it along to the mystery producer to read that. But so there it is. That's the Chautauqua, and that's why it's important here in Carlsbad. And as Teddy Roosevelt pointed out, it was a very important part of the national defense. And when's the last time you heard of a Chautauqua happening?
Just the New York ones.
We don't talk about New York on this. Actually, I'm gonna make that a new thing. We don't talk about New York on Caveman News because that ain't New Mexico. If any state is new anything, it's New Mexico. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, they can all take a hike. This is a pro New Mexico.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so bad.
Huh?
My New York accent was so bad.
Oh, hang on. I glossed over it.
Oh.
Let's hear it.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I can dig it.
No.
I see what you're laying down.
Awful. Shut up.
No.
Take me off the big screen.
No. And in fact, I mean, since we're here, what were you doing on this day in 1970?
Swimming and DNA. I don't know.
Do you think you might have, if you were alive in 1970 on this day, do you think you would have read the newspaper?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you had, you would have come across this comic. The guy says, "Where's the king?"
Up
And then
there.
the guy says, "Up there in his balloon." And then the guy pulls out a little megaphone type thing and says, "Ground control to windbag 1." And then he says, "Is he supposed to come down that fast?" So my question to you, Pepito, is why is this funny and what does it mean?
I think the king's balloon is deflating, or
Why?
I don't know. I don't even know what balloons he's using. Is it helium? Like the balloons at the fiesta? Like, what kind of balloon is?
Well, I'm asking you the question. You have 30 more seconds.
He's falling. He's falling.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your final answer? The answer is that he's falling? And that's funny?
Yeah. I don't. Is this funny? Who said it was funny?
I don't know. My grandpa always called them the funnies, where the comics were. So. Wait. Oh. Okay.
Chautauqua.
I still have not figured out to turn off the sounds before I switch the scenes in OBS here. But one day. Pepito, why don't we get into the videos that you've put together, your playlist of video disc jockeying. We're way over half the show. It's time to get into your fun stuff. Enough of this nerd stuff. Let's watch
Let's
watch some of this.
More fun.
Oh, I need to resize things. And you're gonna control the videos today, so
Okay. Got it. Ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to say if you got any leavings or leftovers like plastics or things or whatnot like that that can be used over, or aluminum that can be used for making our flyboys fly again, then you just put that
What?
in the recycling over that way. And there's a box for the plastics and boxes for whatnot, especially. And if you do that, then they can be reused. And I like leftovers. Leftovers are what makes this community go. I have also
What?
been asked, since this is being
What is
recorded
happening?
for
Do you know
posterity,
James
and I'm not
McGaffey?
going to talk to my posterior, but to posterity. So
Oh,
if you could just
Who's that?
settle down a little bit and keep a little bit quieter,
my bad.
then we'll pick up a better signal
This one's
for the
baffling to me.
television folk what are recording this. My name is Nettie. I was around McGaffey.
Oh, there she is.
Born here in 1904. I still remember being told not to play too close to the sawmill. Of course, it made
Okay.
enough noise half the time that it didn't exactly make you wanna. I remember when I was
She's doing
almost
national
out of
defense.
school,
This is
and
the
I heard
American
about
art form.
one of the Gantner boys getting killed in France. Palmer, I think, was his name. You know, we didn't have many boys from McGaffey in the war, and it was a big deal when somebody passed. But it
Did it say
wasn't
that-
just the boys that were passing.
Okay.
There were
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I get the point here. Apologies, but I was already really boring in my part of the show, which took way too long, so
Yeah.
I think we should move on. But before we get to the Soy Teresa in the chat says she could listen to her forever. So maybe I'm wrong.
She is.
I've been wrong about a few things in my life. What?
Soy Teresa is far more cultured than us.
Exactly. Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but I guess I kind of just did. Here's my question. We have so many plans for the city of Carlsbad. We're working on resurrecting the two outlaw towns of Lone Wolf and Phoenix. That is on our 2025 calendar. And in 2026, we have professed interest in Pepito scaling the courthouse. And I think also that same year you're going to try to do a human bomb stunt show there in the cavemen field. So we have a lot on our agenda, but I think we should start considering bringing back a Caveman News Chautauqua. What do you think?
So into it. Can I be
Well, then
Q?
Yes. That was going to be my next question. Who are you going to portray? And
Q.
you're going to portray Q from Q Systems.
Got all the sweatband.
First name Q, last name Systems.
badass
I
middle
I
name.
could see it. I could see it. All right. I just wanted to pontificate about what who you would portray, but it seems that you have an answer locked and loaded, ready to go. So
What about you?
we can continue with the videos.
Who would you portray?
See, I hadn't even thought about that. I'm not used to being put on the spot. I
Uh,
usually just think of confusing ways to put you on the spot, and I had never anticipated that you would turn it around on me. But I'm not sure. I would say, actually, I do know. If you watch back to our episode on the two outlaw towns of Carlsbad, Phoenix and Lone Wolf, the mayor of Phoenix was the local liquor man. He like owned the saloon and produced the liquor for the town, and he was also the mayor of this town of outlaws of 900 people. And he also wrote some stuff in the local paper that was kind of, I don't know, antagonistic to the city of Carlsbad. So maybe I'd be him.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna. This is a quick little aside because
Do it.
sometimes we're too on track. But this is something that I discovered while putting together this show. This is a. These are two actors in a Chautauqua, and they were a married couple. And there we go. John Chisholm. That's the who he portrayed. But she portrayed who does she portray? Let me see here. Local resident portraying Ma'am Jones. Okay. And that is another local Carlsbad legend that I've only briefly looked into once I saw this. And I thought, who is Ma'am Jones? I've never heard of her. Have you?
No.
Okay. Well,
On it.
looking into it, Ma'am Jones was basically I shouldn't get. Well, I haven't researched a ton on her yet, but I think maybe we should do an episode about her. She was like a frontierswoman. She kind of had some land disputes and was out there chasing people off with her shotgun. And I don't know what side she was on, but she was a tough lady in the late 1800s. And
It's a fighter.
see, that's just one of those things. Every time we do research on this show, I always find somebody else that I had no clue about. And that's one of the great things about this show. There are many great things. Sorry, I just had to do that quick aside.
Don't be sorry.
I'm not.
Fun.
I just said I was.
Chautauqua is made possible through the support of the Maryland Humanities Council, the National Endowment for the
Boo,
Humanities,
Maryland.
and Montgomery College.
Whoa.
So I was on an artist residency in the most horrific place you can imagine. It's a little island called Key West, Florida. And it was awful.
So
They gave me a house and a bicycle, and I was given a whole month to sit and stare at the moon. And I don't know if you're aware of this. I wasn't being from Baltimore, but they have actually, the government threw a rope around the moon and pulled it closer to Key West. So
Who's she
for 3
supposed to
weeks
be?
in April, I would just go outside my
Songwriter.
cottage and stare at the moon with binoculars for hours. And you know who does that? They have a word for it: lunatic. So I was a lunatic for about a month.
She
When
is
this song came out,
crushing.
I got obsessed with the moon, and I
I
wanted to
knew
learn everything about it,
like her.
including how it was formed. And so I was thinking about the same things I was thinking about when I wrote Pickett's Charge, but in reference to this satellite that we have that is really a lot closer when you're in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. She's dangerous.
Honestly,
Uh-oh. Who's he?
I don't know. Chautauqua.
We came here tonight across the ferry boat. I love to come to suburban Montgomery County via White's Ferry. Puts me in the proper frame of mind, I guess.
Me too.
I've always been sort of fascinated by this great divide between Virginia and Maryland. It
Why?
was 150 years ago that there were so many cataclysmic events going on both sides of the river. So I thought tonight perhaps to share a handful of pages from that time period, torn from the diary of a Virginia farm boy caught up in his destiny along the road.
Wait. Wait. Don't read a farm boy's diary. That's private. What are you doing?
And then write songs. Ugh.
Grew up on that mountain farm down Nelson County.
You sing better than that, Pepito. Alright, I'm done with this video. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh damn it. I clicked something.
That's fine.
Maryland.
I didn't notice it was cut
No,
in.
no. This is the chaos that we enjoy here on Cavemen News. Alright, I don't see him.
My name is John V. Welcome to Chautauqua People. My guest today is Andrew Borba, now in his second year as Artistic Director of the Chautauqua Theater Company, following long-serving Vivian Benish. He is also an Assistant Professor of Theater at the University of California at Irvine. More about that later. He's a native of Tacoma, Washington, and spent his childhood there before earning his bachelor's degree
Who's he supposed
at
to be
Brown
acting
Cum Laude
like?
and an MFA at New York University.
Artistic
He's also
director.
had significant roles on the stage, screen, and television.
You need a blue blaze.
Did you have any mentors, Andrew, during your early years working?
Nah.
I did. My
His
high school
background
drama teacher
is
was Mike Wilkinson.
so lacking.
Really, I was
compared to my
always
background
interested.
and
I was
your
one of those
background.
kids who was putting on plays in elementary school with my friends
Not a
and all
performer.
of that. But it wasn't until high school, and Wilk, we called him, really taught me the basics of acting, of the theater, things that I use now both as a director and an actor. And then I'd say probably the other person who had the greatest influence
This
on
guy's
me
a
was
bore.
Ron Van Loo,
Hey,
who's my acting
Pepito.
teacher at NYU in graduate school. He is
Why don't
arguably
you
the
pick?
foremost acting.
Okay, can you pause it here? All right.
So previously,
Pasta.
I was gonna say, we're already at 51 minutes. This is
Yeah.
52. So I did kind of want to see this video. This is one I contributed, but I was gonna say, why don't you play your best video from your playlist that you want to play?
I didn't have one this time.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's watch this one, and then we have a very exciting return to the show after this video.
Sweet.
reach out and how to get the ball rolling, so to speak, in regards to getting outfitted with all of the necessary uniform bits and accoutrements. But one thing that I haven't covered is how to be sure that the group that you are thinking of joining is the right fit for you. And so that's part of the reason
Yes.
why I am here today at the Peter Wentz farmstead in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. I have gathered here with some other members of my regiment, the 40th Regiment of Foot, and together I hope to answer the question of what are some red flags that people should look out for when joining a reenacting group for the first time? And hopefully in the
I
process
guess
of doing so,
reenactments
I can also
aren't
answer
the
the
same
question
thing
of
as
what are some
historical
green flags of reenacting as well? So,
historical
let's go talk to
reenactment,
them.
you know? Chautauqua is more about inhabiting a historical figure.
Yeah.
But when I was looking,
For red flags, I think there's a number
oh
of different
my
things
god,
that, honestly,
I
from my own
knew
personal
that we
experience, I've
would
seen units that
encounter some characters if we
do
watched
their
this
material
video.
culture or whatever they do on the field or in camp simply because that's how it's always been done.
Is that
And
his name?
don't seem to show any real
40?
interest in kind of going, well, why? Why do we
I like
do
the
it
other
that
guy's
way? You know,
hat.
I think there's a lot of units
With the
that
big
so,
old
well,
feather
we
on
did
it?
it that way during
Yeah.
the bicentennial, or we did it that way, with the previous
That was
leadership or
alright.
something
Do you
like
think?
that, and don't
Do
bother
you
to
think
actually
people in
kind
the
of start asking
past really
questions like,
dressed like this guy?
tradition isn't the best, reenacting
Yeah.
tradition isn't the best reason to do
They had
something.
nothing else
Or
to
what you
do.
see in a
That's
Don
wild.
Troiani painting isn't really the most
How
realistic
could we
basis for doing
be the most uncomfortable?
living history.
I guess like red flags would probably be like dodgy scholarship, anything that's kind of based upon hearsay knowledge without
Oh
any
wow.
follow-up or explanation. I think is a big red flag, especially if
Yeah.
you're starting out.
In general, I would
He's
say
quite a soldier.
red
Wow,
flags
he's
for
also a
me
40
would be
man.
units
40.
that their
Or did he
members
steal the other guy's
spend
hat?
more time hanging around a campfire than talking to the public. It's more than
And as
just an
Soy
excuse to
Teresa
get
points
together
out,
and
these
drink
people
beer
are not in
for me.
character.
And I think that it's a really enriching experience. So for me, like a red flag is seeing, people who are not, they just don't look like they're getting the full experience.
There's the phrase, if they would have had it,
Ooh,
they would
now
have
that
used
man is getting the
it. And you
full
see
experience.
camps with all this camp furniture.
Wow.
And it's for the comfort
Has he got a little bow
of
on
the
his hat?
reenactors. It's not for the historical
Yeah.
accuracy. So what really drew me to the
I guess
40th
that's
in the first
historically
place,
accurate.
was that spared down equipment and doing it exactly like
What?
the British had done it when they got off their ships, and just using the bedroll and that very simple camp setup.
Another one would be, units that have a lot of stuff in their camp is
Stuff.
kind of a red flag for me personally because I
You got
just
no
don't
stuff.
like I don't like having to do extra stuff and extra work. For me, I would much rather, counterintuitive as it seems,
Lazy.
I would rather be in a group that has a more campaign approach to their events where
Yeah,
they bring
for
in
sure.
everything they're going to need for the event on their backs.
Okay, I
They
don't
can fit
like
it
him
on their
anymore.
person. They dig
Can we pause?
dig a campfire. They're cooking.
Oh, they're about to play.
Yeah, I guess. Or they're just gonna talk it to death for a while longer. But
They love what they do.
I
do.
What's up?
They love what they do.
Yeah, for sure. Uh-oh. I went to Pepito's close up, so he is all of a sudden. Oh, I thought you were getting out your light because you were ready to do another light show. Ooh, that's awesome with your glowing finger. That's sick. But the reason I had us stop there is because the show has been going for almost an hour and we have a very important thing to get to. We have a very attentive producer on this show, and she let me know that some of our old favorites, the Texas paranormal investigators, just broke their 7-month silence and uploaded 3 videos in the last 2 weeks. And there's been a long drought since we've seen new content from the Texas paranormal men, Mike and Aaron, and I think that we should watch, at least get started on their return video. So, Pepito, would you queue up that video?
Queuing. Queued.
Discuss.
All right, gentlemen. Let me get a good. So we are in Denton, basically near more or less near Argyle. We're at the Goatman's Bridge. Right now we're at the
Wow.
so-called Portal Tree. We've been here before. If you want to see that, you can go
That's
to our
Mike,
first video.
that's not
the first
Aaron.
time we were here.
Is that
we met a
Aaron?
lot of cool people. We also did come here a couple
That's
other
not
times, but we didn't
Aaron.
really film it. But this time
That's
we're going
so
to do
Aaron.
another thorough investigation to see if we can
Is
get
it?
anything else here. See if we can maybe capture the Goatman or something.
That is Aaron.
We also have some
No.
new toys here.
Teresa
So,
says
previous
haircut, Aaron.
pod,
But
previous
listen.
pod was wobbly. The stick was wobbly, and we feel like it gave us inaccurate readings. So we got a new one.
That's him.
And then we also
The
have,
new one's actually in the bag.
yes,
That's all
we
we're
also now have a
Music box.
Music box. Now, if this thing
Ooh.
goes off tonight, I might poop my
Shake.
pants, but. And then we also have a obulus. Obulus, however the hell you say
And
it.
the way this works, if you guys haven't seen this before, I'm pretty sure most people have seen it. You can either
So
have
Teresa
it sense
says
touch,
he can move around
temperature
more
change,
with
or
less
EMF,
hair. That's
and
true.
it also has like an
We have
alphabet
a
built
more
into it, so
agile
stuff like
Aaron
spirits
now.
can like tap it or something and
Spell
out words.
And we're also not just going to be doing it in like this area or just the main bridge part. We're probably going to go out in the woods too. Me and Mike have done that before. We've been out like 2 hours into the woods.
Yeah, I've done
Apparently,
it too.
I haven't seen it yet, but apparently this place also has like weird cult activity kind of things or whatever.
Honestly, I'd love to experience.
Ooh.
But you
running
know,
into a
I
cult,
haven't seen that yet out here, and we've been out here maybe 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully we find a cult today.
again, guys, we're gonna record too while we're setting stuff up because there's been times we have been setting stuff up and it goes off. So something.
Did you notice
were to,
the
you know,
Texas
appear
Paranormal
right there, walk
polos
across,
that
that's gonna calibrate that distance.
Aaron
so it
has
sees
one
to the
on?
tree real quick. Now, if something comes out theoretically out of that portal,
Yeah, Aaron
right
is
there, it's gonna go
way
off.
more
See?
active now.
It's gotta walk
I
right
think
in
the
front of
hair
it. So if that
was
goes off, dude.
Dude, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
poop
crap
myself.
myself.
kind of slowing him down.
Oh.
He's very animated tonight.
They're trying. They're trying. I pooped.
Oh, okay.
I pooped.
Okay.
I pooped.
Shredded his
Is there anyone in front of the tree? Can you step in
Aaron.
front of the music box again for us? We also have cat balls around. Maybe you might have set off one over
Oh.
here that we saw.
It wouldn't be Texas Paranormal without cat balls. And I still have no idea what that
Dude,
means.
right when I pointed the camera away too. Oh. No way. Thank you. All right, can you step away from it real quick, please? All right.
Oh my god.
Are you a male? If you're a male, can you walk in front of it?
Are you a
If
male?
not, just stand to the side. So you're male?
You're Mel?
Okay. Can you step away from the music box, please?
There's no way. I don't believe it.
All right. Did you come out of the portal in the tree? Is that a yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
we need to make a sound
Okay.
alert with
Can you
their
please step away
music
from the
box
music box?
sound.
Thank you.
I like it.
All right. I don't know what else to ask. What do you want to ask a
Are we
question?
100% sure that it's
Oh, we can make a sound alert with the
I don't see anybody.
the music box sound,
Right. Can
and
you step
label
in front of
the
music
sound
box
alert
if it's not
cat
a bug
balls.
setting it off?
So
Just to help
people
Aaron
may-
confirm.
Ooh,
to really
Pepito,
show
what
it's
happened?
actually
I don't know.
You went
That was-
ghost mode.
Right after I
Yeah.
What?
The spirit.
All right. Thank you.
They came over here.
They're coming.
It is a portal. Yes. All right. Are you set?
Could you? Are there more than one spirit with you?
Well, hold up. Hold up on the questions. We asked too many questions at once. 'cause
Blink twice. Make it blink twice if you're Seth. That's a lot.
Can you pause it really quick?
Maybe you meant
I
like.
don't think he's able to control it like that, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he.
Paused.
I don't think he's sad. So Teresa asks if he's sad. I don't think so. I think,
Aaron?
yeah, I have a very positive outlook. I think things are going great. I just wanted to take this moment. I was reminded when. Oh, Soy Trees was asking if the ghost was sad. I think the ghost might be sad. He's a male. Anyway, I just wanted to take a brief moment. Aaron asked the spirit to signal yes or no by blinking once or twice. And that reminds me of a story I love to tell that I just told at a family reunion I was at last week. And the story is I was about 12, and my grandparents took my cousin Josh and I to. They wanted to go to the Masters golf tournament, and they got tickets somehow or something. I think I'm the only member of my family who does
Sport.
not enjoy golf at all. I'm absolutely the only one who doesn't like sports, but also, even as a child, when I did play baseball and soccer, I never got into golf. That is the most boring stuff in the world. Anyway, a week or two before the vacation, I walked down to the Carlsbad Mall. Classic. Who has not gotten bored and just walked the halls of the mall in Carlsbad? And I went to the Radio Shack. Did you frequent that Radio Shack very much, Pepito?
Of course.
It was so great. I used to come in and I would walk in, turn to the left, and I would make a clockwise loop around the entire Radio Shack, looking at everything, just seeing what they had. And I found this device, and you plug it into an outlet, and then you plug things into the outlet, and then you can control the electricity that goes into the outlet with a remote control.
Sick.
So we're on this vacation in Georgia, and my cousin Josh and I got our own room, and we wanted to play a game like hide and go seek, but we're just in a tiny little hotel room. What can we do? There's not many places to hide. So we came up with this game where one person would go into the bathroom and count, and then the other person would hide a t-shirt somewhere in the room. And then the seeker would come out and try to find it. Like hide and go seek. Basic stuff. Well, I waited until it was my cousin's turn to go into the bathroom and count. And I got out the device and I plugged it into the wall. And I plugged a lamp into it. And then, just carried on with my business and continued the game. And then when it became my turn to go count, I went into the bathroom and I took out the remote control and I started making the lights flicker on and off, on and off. And then my cousin said, "Whoa, Jeff," or Conda. Erase that memory of me saying that name. He said, "Conda, look at this lamp. It's going on and off. It's freaking out in here." So I said, "What?" And I came out and I made sure that the lamp stopped as soon as I walked in the room. And he said, "I swear it was going crazy. It was, flickering all sorts of ways." I said, "Yeah, right. I don't believe you." And then I turned around and started walking away. And as soon as I turned around, I had the remote in my pocket. I made the light turn back on and off and start flickering as soon as I turned my back. And then he said, "Look." And I turned around and I made it stop as soon as I looked at it again. And I did that for a while. Every time I would look towards the crazy light, it would not go crazy. And after a while, he started saying, "I think this place is haunted." And I just said, "No, I think you're trying to scare me. Like you're making all of this up, Josh, my cousin. This is false. This is you're just pranking me." And he eventually got to a point where he said, "I think that this is a spirit or a ghost, and we should try to communicate with it." And he said, "Okay, but you have to turn away because the light doesn't work when you're looking towards it." So he had me turn around and he started asking it questions. He said, "Are you a ghost? Blink once for yes, twice for no." And of course, I made it blink once, and he was freaking out. And we went on like this for 15 minutes or so, him asking all of these questions, and I kept, answering with the number of the light flickers and everything. And eventually he said, "Are you the devil?" And absolutely, I blinked, yes, it's the devil. And he said, "That's it, I'm out of here." And he started packing up all his belongings, and he left and went to go spend the night with my grandparents. And once he showed up to their hotel room, they made me tell him the truth. But that was pretty funny. That was one of my favorite pranks.
Your grandpa knew? You ever messed with him?
Well, yeah, they knew the devil wasn't really
Oh.
messing with the lights. They knew I had to be doing something.
Oh.
I don't think they knew exactly how I did it, but
Dude, that's funny.
yeah, I don't know.
Josh was
Love that story.
scared.
What a great memory.
What a
Okay,
scaredy
but I want to see more of Aaron and Mike.
Oh, I forgot I was in charge of that.
You go off for us, yes. So, okay.
So, can you please step away from the music box? All right, thank you.
This music box was a
have you
great
always been
addition
here?
to their investigations, and I think it was worth a
Okay.
7-month wait.
Can you please step away? Thank you.
Jewelry box.
Do you like this place? All right. Do you like this place? Yes.
Answer him.
But I don't really like these.
Or can you please step away from it?
There's more coming through. They
All
can't
right.
help it. They're
All
coming.
right, step away. Can you please step away from it? I'm gonna count to 5, and as soon as I say 5, can you set it off for me? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, you're
5.
too early. You got too
A little too
excited.
early. Exactly on 5. Okay. All right. 1,
My bad.
2,
Whack.
3, 4, 5. Nope. I was trying to see if I could time
Jeez.
it real quick.
The ghost is misbehaving.
Kind of recalibrate it.
Wow, Aaron, where'd your jeans
All right, we're
go?
gonna let the music box recalibrate.
Yeah, what happened to
real
his
quick.
jeans? Do you think that was a ghost?
Yeah.
All
Battle
right,
wounds.
all right, now can you step in front of it, please? Now.
Bro, what? You got a little
You
more
what?
space now.
Is that a little bit better? All right, just stay standing in front of it and keep it going. Can you do that for
Just
us,
keep
please?
it going.
If you would to
All right,
reassure me
thank
a little
you.
bit more, could you set up one of the cat balls again? Oh yeah, we do got
Wow.
Yeah, I think you might have set off one earlier. I'm not sure if it was you.
You did set up one on the outside. Somebody did, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Pepito. I think we should stop here. This is an hour-long video, I believe. It's something like that. There's no way we're getting to the end of it.
Yeah.
But that is kind of nice. It's like breaking the fast that we've been going through for the last 7 months, and now we have a lot of Texas paranormal content to watch. So that's good. I am all for it.
I look forward to it.
Pepito, absolutely. This has been a fun episode, and I thank you for joining me once again. It's not the same when you're not here.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody tells me, they say, yeah, this episode was okay, but where was Pepito?
Yeah, I hate it when I'm not here. I miss
We all do.
I just want to be here.
And Soy Teresa says, see y'all at the Cavern Tavern.
Yeah.
And who
Scottsdale,
knows? Could be.
baby. I got 5 miles for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of far here from Carlsbad, but
We'll get a Greyhound and we'll play cards.
yeah. Well, if we do venture out to the Carlsbad Tavern, we have to have a talk with the owner. And
pick his mind
maybe
or her.
we could become consultants for the Carlsbad Tavern.
Yeah. This is all wrong.
Right off the bat. No, it's not the Red River chicken. It's the Pecos River chicken. Come on.
Pecos
Jeez
chicken.
Louise.
Pecos geese.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll go there and we'll redo it all.
Yes. We should close the show out. But coming up next, we are going to be doing another Ghost of Clown School episode, our art talk. Probably this week. We are still ironing out the details, but that is probably coming up. And I'm excited for our topic next week. Pepito, you want to lay it on them?
Bombs.
No, explosions.
Oh. Explosions.
Yeah, that way we can talk about bombs and other things that explode. We're not limiting ourselves.
Duh. Damn it.
It'll be a fun one. To close things out, we have some credits over some footage that was sent to us by our friend and the guest from episode. I should have looked this up. What was the acting episode? Yeah, but what number was that? 31?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. But this is some footage shot by local hero Brando. Let's start jamming. That's not what I wanted.